Shalom. I'd like to start out by giving all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Urchak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect of Israel. This is Thamayim in Atlanta, and I've got this article pulled up from The Hill, and it just came out back in August 22nd of 2024. And it says U.S. agency links high fluoride exposure to lower IQ in kids. And this has been known for a very long time. They even knew it when they were putting it into the water, because it came about as a way to get rid of industrial waste. And that's what fluoride is. It's an industrial waste. They even include it in rat poisons. And there is what you call pharmaceutical grade fluoride, which is what's used in dentist's office. At least that's what they tell you. But what you have in your water is industrial grade fluoride, and this is actually very bad for you. They say it can calcify your pineal gland, which is part of your connection to the Most High, to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. They first started using it in prisons in Russia to try to make the prisoners docile. And it also lowers IQ, like they're saying. And numerous other side effects come from using this. It's not about your teeth, it's about making you docile and dumb. But getting into this article, it says a new government report links high fluoride exposure in drinking water to lower IQ in children. The report, published by the Department of Health and Human Services National Toxicology Program, examined previously published research and found that drinking water containing more than 1.5 milligrams of fluoride per liter is associated with the lower IQs. The report noted it was not designed to evaluate the health effects of fluoride in water, but the findings were made with moderate confidence. Fluoride strengthens teeth and reduces cavities by adding minerals back into a person's mouth that are lost during normal activity, according to the CDC, which they already defile the foods as well, so you're not getting those minerals, those vitamins and minerals that you normally get from your foods. And really, it's just we just need Esau out of power, because they destroy everything, even the food and water, which are vital to life existing, and they're trying to destroy life. And it says low levels of fluoride added to drinking water has been considered one of the greatest public health achievements over the last 100 years, the Associated Press reported. The report determined children have lower IQs after being exposed to high levels of fluoride after reviewing epidemiology studies in Canada, China, India, Iran, Pakistan, and Mexico. And America is one of the last countries to still actually be using fluoride. Over in Europe, they've banned it, and you can't just dump your waste into the water anymore. But here in America, or Babylon in the scriptures, they still use it, and it's to keep the population docile and dumb. I really think if fluoride wasn't being used in the water here, there would already be riots and raging about how corrupt this system is, just like there is in Europe and in other places around the world. But here in America, there's no such thing. They just go in their marches and peacefully protest. Going back to the article, it says in those countries, some pregnant women, infants, and children were exposed to fluoride higher than 1.5 milligrams per liter of drinking water. The report didn't say how many IQ points could be lost for being exposed to higher fluoride levels, but some studies suggested IQ can be 2 to 5 points lower in children who are exposed to high levels, the AP noted. The U.S. Public Health Service currently recommends zero point 0.7 milligrams per liter. About 0.6% of the U.S. population is on water systems that have 1.5 milligrams per liter, the report noted. The report said it did not find high fluoride exposure to have an impact on adult cognition. It also said there is insufficient data to determine whether the United States 0.7 recommendation causes negative impacts on children. Many substances are healthy and beneficial when taken in small doses, but may cause harm at high doses, the report said. More research is needed to better understand if there are health risks associated with low fluoride exposures. The report said its findings may be able to help provide information to regulatory agencies that set standards on the safety of fluoride. And so, here's the problem. It's Esau and his defiling of the earth and of the breads and the food and water here. And the first solution is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, and to put your faith in Him and them, and to pray over all your meals and over all your drink. And from there, the Lord will protect you. He said we would eat our defiled bread amongst the Gentiles. But something else you could do to try to get rid of, or to try and lessen your intake of fluoride, is to get a water filter that filters it out of your drinking water, at least. I personally have a Berkey water filter, and it uses ceramic filters, and then on the bottom there are these heavy metal filters that I have to trade out once a year or so, and that gets it out of my drinking water. But at the same time, since that whole thing in 2020 when everything got shut down, since that happened, the prices on those things have gone up a lot. And so if you could get one, I highly suggest it, especially with the ceramic filters, because you can, once it clogs up and gets dirty, you can just scrub it off and clean it and then reuse it again. So you're not always buying the ceramic filters. Technically it could last a lifetime as long as it doesn't get broken. But then the heavy metal filters, you have to get those once a year. And that's not too bad to get fluoride out of your system. And not to mention all of the other pollutants that are in our water. Those filters get really, really dirty, and it's just from the water from the tap. Also, you could get a shower filter, because the water can be absorbed into your skin, and so that's something else you could do. And really, when it comes down to it, you're not going to be able to completely avoid taking in fluoride, but there's some things you could try to do about it. But biggest thing is pray to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. What else? That's about it on that. I'm getting to the scripts. So it's Sirach 39 and verse 25. It says, "For the good are good things created from the beginning. So evil things for sinners," which water is a good thing, but the sinners, the Edomites, self-proclaimed white people, including those small hatters in the land calling themselves us, those frauds, they've turned all the good creations of the Lord into evil, with this water being one of them, throwing an industrial byproduct, industrial waste into our waters, and then just letting us drink it. They've turned a good thing into evil. It says the principal things for the whole use of man's life are water. Right there, number one, water. And Esau has completely defiled it. Fire, iron, and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil and clothing. And water, our bodies are made up of 70% water. And Esau is trying to defile us, and he has. He's done his job, and it's gone out to, he's always after the Israelites, and so he did this to hurt the Israelites, but his own people are being hurt with this because he's done it to everyone. And at one point, it was all around the world, or in different countries. I'm not going to say everywhere within the earth, but they had this all in different countries. But some of these countries are stopping that procedure of using fluoride in their water. But Esau takes the most basic things that are good, and then he turns them into evil. He turns them into death. 27 says all these things are for good to the godly. Because water, I would never. It's crazy that they even think in that way, but the Lord created them to be destructive like that, and just flat out wicked and evil. All these things are for good to the godly, so to the sinners they are turned into evil. And anything the Edomites touch gets turned into evil. It gets turned into destruction. It gets turned into straight wickedness. These are wicked people, but the Lord is exposing them and will bring them down. Let's go to Ezekiel 4, and I think it's 13. Yep, Ezekiel 4 and 13. And the Lord Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai said, even thus shall the children of Israel, which the Israelites are the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as well as are scattered. It says, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them. And so we're under their authority, under their rule, under their system right now. And all of our foods and water is completely defiled. It's just basic water. Has a ton of fluoride in it, and then they try to add other things into it, which they'll call electrolytes. And it's not good for you. And our body is primarily water. And they've completely defiled that. They've defiled the foods with their GMOs and with their highly processed different foods. Even the stuff they call organic is not really organic. And all these things are causing people to get sick, very sick, get cancer, get fat, which causes other health problems. And we need Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. We need the kingdom to come, and the sooner the better. Because as it says, if the Lord didn't come back when he does, there would be no flesh left to be saved. Because these people are destructive. They are the devil, and they are wicked, and they need to be taken out of power. So, Lord willing, that was edifying. I'd like to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, or Chakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone, and shalom to the elect of Israel. Shalom.